Hi Taurus, this is your November reading. So the way this is going to work is I've pulled a card for your overall energy for each week and then some clarifiers. Yours is going to be a little bit different because in the first week you had 2 overall energies. So let's take a look at your first week and see what's going on with those 2 energies. So the first card that came out was the 2 of Earth. So what we're going to do is read the keywords and the key phrases for your overall energy and take it from there. So your keywords for the 2 of Earth are equilibrium, flexibility, adaptability, balance, harmony, compromise, confidence, procrastination and freedom. Your key phrases are balancing work and play, balancing responsibility and personal needs, be open to compromise, be confident but grounded, realistic goals and expectations, take stock and prioritise, forgive your limitations and ask for help. Okay, so this is hugely about balancing. Are you working too hard? Are you playing too hard? Is there something that's overrunning your mind? Are you having conflict with yourself, which we'll come on to shortly, because the 5 of fire, which is your other energy for the week, does somewhat lean towards a conflict. And are you devoting too much time to something? Is there a lack of work-play balance? Are you emotionally overwhelmed in one area, or financially you putting out too much in a certain area? Where is this compromise needed? Is there a person that you need to compromise with, a situation, an authority? What is it that you seem to be juggling at the moment? Whatever that is, set yourself some realistic goals on how to change that and check in on your expectations of the situation, because if you're kind of thinking on that slightly negative side, there could be a better outcome. It could just be, for now it seems that way because there's a bit of information you haven't quite picked up on yet, or there is something yet to be revealed around the situation. Let's jump over to the 5 of fire and just see what that has to contribute to that. So, the 5 of Fire's keywords are rivalry, competition, aggression, bullying, conflict, discord, chaos and obstacles. The key phrases: a time of chaos, conflict or confrontation, a battle for control or dominance, a desire for power, influence or wealth, do not judge or condemn others, base your concerns in fact, avoid pack mentality behaviour, make no place for bullying, focus on your visions, not on what others are doing. So is there a bit of a conflict going on, like we said? Is there a conflict between yourself and the different aspects of yourself? Is it between a person? Is this kind of leading to this imbalance that you're having? And if so, how do we get away from this energy? What compromises can be made? Do you just need to have a conversation with someone? Do you need some time out just to take a few steps back and just see the whole thing from a new perspective? What can be done to change it so that it's not so tense for you? These are clarified by, first card is change your life. A sudden revelation that offers freedom. Break free of procrastination. Embrace opportunities that the change brings. So something's got to change. Like, something is going to offer you an opportunity to change your situation. Can you find a compromise for this new kind of slightly different thing that's coming into your life? Does it feel a little bit scary and you're slightly conflicted on whether to take that leap of faith knowing that something really will change for you if you do? Or are you happy knowing your own devil? Like, yes, there's this conflict in your life, but you've been dealing with it now for so long, whether it's in your head, with a person, with a situation, that you're just happy in your misery, so to speak. You'd rather better the devil you know than leap into something new, even though you can see this opportunity before you. The clarification for the opportunity of life is the Ten of Michael. A situation has ended and you are finally free. New opportunities for happiness will now follow. Put the past behind you. So in this first week, do you take that decision to try something new? To let go of this argument, this aggression, this thing that's just eating at you inside, outside, whichever it is? Do you learn to take the compromise and move forwards? Do you learn a lesson with this that you can take forwards, whether it's a compromise of your own behaviours, your own attitudes, your own perspectives, or a compromise with another person that you can put to good use after this situation has ended, and that will bring you some relief? So week 2, your overall energy is the 2 of fire. The keywords for that are power sharing, mentorship, partnership, equality, teamwork, mutual interests, ambition and control. Your key phrases: align yourself with another, a power sharing situation, 2 heads are better than 1, a time for teamwork and cooperation, a struggle for power, seek one who will teach much needed skills, an equal exchange of energy, someone who will help you overcome obstacles. So, following on from last week, where we're looking to communicate and compromise and put this kind of, I'm sure you know what I mean, behind us, it would appear that now you can see a teamwork situation going forward, and that there is somebody that is around you that could mentor you, that this ability to compromise has allowed to step forward to come and help you. So yes, that's fantastic if it is, and I'm really pleased for you, because having to change and back down a bit can sometimes feel like defeat, but it's not. It's being objective and open-minded and allowing the universe to give you the extra bits and bobs that can help you move forward. So well done for doing that if you did. If not, if you're working on it, well done, because you've taken those first steps, and sometimes those are the scariest, so well done. That's been clarified by the 7 of Gabrielle. Stand up for what you believe in. Have confidence, claim your personal power. So yes, even though you are working together with somebody on this, there may be those moments where you do need to stand up for what you believe. But you can do that in a non-aggressive way. So like in the first week, where it's like kind of back off with the aggression thing, you can make sure that your point is heard and valued without having to do it from a space of, you know, you can just kind of slow the situation down and speak, put it forward, and just not back off when somebody challenges you. Just hold your space and just be like, this is what I see, and just talk to them from there. Talk to people, yourself, or whoever you need to sort the situation out. And that is further clarified by divine guidance. The search for meaning in life. Consider an alternative approach and surround yourself with wise teachers and friends. So again, this could just be relating to this situation and how it's handled. It kind of suggests, like the 2 of fire, that there is somebody around you who can teach you something, who can mentor you, who can maybe allow you to approach either a person within the situation or the situation itself from a slightly different angle, but without losing your integrity. You know, still standing up for what you believe, what you've put forward, but without the shouting, without the aggression, without that tenseness that you may have been feeling in week 1 and coming into week 2. So, week 3, your overall energy is integrity. Integrity, honesty, honour, character, values, morality, sincerity. Yeah, that's right, cool. Consistency, principles and fairness. Your key phrases are: act with honesty and honour, walk your talk, everyone deserves a second chance, oppose hypocrisy, dishonesty, cruelty and injustice, practical, ethical and honest behaviour, do not play favourites, be the best person you can be, do it for love and not for profit, keep your promises, do not betray trust, avoid gossip and speaking ill of others, do not cheat or take the easy way, do not allow injustice or cruelty towards innocence. Behaviour and actions influence reputation. We all live in glass houses, so avoid judging. So again, this is kind of about an approach to a situation, to stand your ground, but do it from a gentler, I don't want to say violent because I don't feel violent, but aggressive. Even if it's the tone of voice, the words that are used, stick to what you know is right for you and allow others to have their own opinions and judgments, but don't insult them for them. We are all entitled to our own. We all have an instinct on what is the best way forward for ourselves. Sometimes people aren't going to agree with you, but it's your life. And if you're called to do something a certain way, it's either because that's the way it's meant to be, because that's what's going to push you forward, or there's a lesson there for you. So move forwards with it, but don't take anybody else down. Don't shun anybody else's way. It's just their way, as your way is your way. And we have to allow space for people to do and learn things in their own time. So integrity is cleared up with the 7 of Raphael. Time to make a decision. Be clear on what you want and take action. A need to detoxify. So yes, you do need to make a decision for yourself. Regards this situation, if there's another person involved, it may not be to their liking. It may be a compromise where neither of you are 100% happy, but it should move things forward, taking a logical stance. A need to detoxify may just mean you need a break. When you're not around this person, when you're not around this situation, take the time out to do something nice for yourself. Eat healthier that day, take a bath, have a shower, go for a walk. Just do something where your body and brain are away from this quite intense pent-up energy that just needs to be let go. The 7 of Raphael is then clarified by the 2 of Ariel. It's important to have balance. Working multiple jobs or projects at once. Make working fun. So they're really asking you in week 3 to stand your ground, understand that this situation requires you to do things in a gentler way than just being aggressively out there. But at the same time, take the time out to balance everything, to have that time for you, to not be so intense, because it can get serious. We are earth signs after all, and we do take things quite seriously. So make sure you're having a bit of fun in these intense times and look after yourself, okay? Okay, so week 4, your overall energy is emotions. Your keywords are emotions, feelings, emotional honesty, positive emotions, negative emotions, acknowledgement, acceptance, and expression. All emotions are necessary. How are your feelings influencing you? Use your feelings to evaluate the situation. Heed the message behind the feelings. Are you a negative or a positive person? Do not prejudge the present based on the past. Practice acknowledging your feelings. Fill your day with laughter. Step back and detach emotionally. Positive emotions open you up to learning. Repressing emotions creates dis-ease. Address symptoms of emotional repression. So that's an interesting one. So week 4, your emotions will be at the forefront. They could be out there just to tell you, I need a break, or to step back and have a look at it logically if it's becoming a little bit overwhelming. Or they could signal through your hard work for the last 3 weeks and kind of coming to these compromises that it's not quite as bad as you'd originally imagined. You can see in the card you've got somebody offering somebody in the shadows a ray of light. You know, there is support there, and that it wouldn't hurt to maybe take a look at the emotions as and when they pop up. I feel you are going to have some of those moments where you are the person in the dark shroud kind of covering the face going, no more. But it is this darkness that leads to light, and there's always light. So have a look what's behind these emotions. Is there something from the past that's holding these emotions to you? That almost makes sense, right? And how do you use that? How do you use that energy that you have for these negative emotions? How do you turn that around? How do you put that for a positive spin? Like, can you take some of that energy away by maybe doing some meditation and just allowing yourself to kind of untense a little bit and just go, okay, so it's been a few intense weeks. I'm feeling emotionally a bit all over the place, which I don't like. What am I being taught? What am I here to learn? What's this about? And just allow any messages you have to come through to yourself. So emotions is clarified by the 4 of Raphael. Seek out other possibilities. Look for the magic in life. Be aware of your own emotions. So this week, it could be, like we said, emotional for you, and your emotions are going to want to lead the front. Whether it's happy thoughts, not so happy thoughts, anger, complacency, whichever. No, I'm not sure complacency is an emotion, but it came out, so take it as you will. If you can take that step back from them, give yourself a break from the intensity and just breathe. Look at the options you have available to you and look at it as if you were someone else. Like if you were somebody just watching the situation, what would you advise them? And then advise yourself it and see if that can change it for you. The 4 of Raphael is then clarified further by the Ace of Raphael. A positive new emotional experience, fulfilling romantic relationship and deep and lasting spiritual insights. So if you can take that step back, have a look, have a rest, do something that will change your emotions. Like if you're having a rough week, go do something you know makes you happy. Giving yourself that break will lead to this new insight and to a new, more stable, less prone to the agitation emotion. Of course it may flare up. You know, we have these times where things just don't seem easy for us and you have a good moment and then you go back and you're like, oh, not so good right now. That's fine. Just know that you can get to that new happy emotional state because you've already done it, and just start putting the things that you did do back into action. But the last card is a happy card, so you might have a bit of an interesting few weeks through November, but towards the end you are going to come out feeling better for sorting out whatever this situation is for you. So that was your November reading, and I will see you soon. Thanks, bye.